Hello guys, good day everyone. This is Creator Sludge and you are welcome back to my YouTube channel. Alright, so if this is your first time coming across my YouTube channel, I would urge you to do well to like this video and also subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification button so that when next I drop a tutorial video like this, YouTube will notify you. Alright, okay, so in today's tutorial we are going to be looking at how I created this beautiful birthday flyer design in Pixellab. Alright, without any further ado, let's get into business. Alright, so this is my Pixellab application. What I want to do now is I'm going to go to my size and increase. I'm going to change my image size to 3000 by 4000. My width is going to be 3000 and my height is going to be 4000. So that's the size I used for this design. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to bring in my original. Remember, whenever I want to do a replicated design, I always ensure that my original is available so that I can guide myself on how to do that. Okay, so I'm going to go to my gallery now. I'm going to click my heart and bring my original from my gallery. Alright, so this is my original design. I'm just going to increase the size, to fill up the space. Yeah, I'm going to lock this panel. You can do a beautiful design and still keep it simple. This is an example of what I mean, right? Your design doesn't necessarily need to be so complicated. It can be very simple and still be amazing, eye-catchy. All right, so now the first thing I want to do is I want to bring in the background I used for this design. So I'm going to go to my gallery and I'm going to bring in the background. Alright, so this is the background I used for this design. I'm going to be dropping the resource file for this design in the video description below this tutorial, but I'm not going to be attaching the pictures of this lady. Alright, so if you have any picture that you can use, please feel free to put it in. And also I want to say that after watching this tutorial, one of the ways to be creative, all right, is to try out something different. Okay, now you don't necessarily need to replicate my designs, as it is. All right, one of the ways to test your creativity, one of the ways to see that you are building up a creative mind, is that you create something that looks different from what I've done. All right, different from the tutorials I'm sharing. All right, I attach the resource files of my design, to help you create and see that you can actually do these things. All right, but then if you want to take it a step further, all right, one way to take it a step further is to do something different. All right, and I'm going to encourage you all to create something different from what I've done. All right, now I'm going to insert my background and I'm going to increase the relative size, to the fullest. All right, 100 and 130. I'm going to mark this and I'm going to lock this layer. Okay, now so the next thing we want to do is I'm going to bring in the background. All right, this particular background I'm going to show you guys now. I'm going to bring in this this abstract background. All right, that's what I want to bring in now. So I'm going to lock this layer. I'm going to go to my gallery. All right, so I'm going to I'm going to increase I'm going to work on the hue. All right, okay, let me increase the size. Let it fill up the space first and then we'll come back to the hue. All right, so we have this. I'm going to lock this layer and I'm going to color filter and I want to work on the hue, to have that brown feel. I might not really get it exactly. Okay, let me see if this is it. Okay, let me just bring this up like this and see if this is it. Okay, so let me reduce the opacity. Now the color filter I use is 158. all right, so let me reduce the opacity and see. Okay, we might not get exactly the design, all right, but we are going to get something that looks similar. All right, so let me just leave it this way. Okay, so let me leave it this way All right, let me leave it this way. So the next thing I want to do is I want to bring in a major image. I'm going to bring that from my gallery. All right, so this is the image for this design, and I've removed the background from in the photo room application. It's so easy to use. All right, so I'm just going to increase this size this way, and I'm going to place it here like this. um yeah, I'm going to place it here like this. Okay, okay, yes, let me leave it this way. So I'm going to lock this layer. Yes, so the next thing I want to do is I want to bring in this this star shape. All right, I want to bring in this star shape, so I'm going to click on my gallery. All right, so this is the star shape. I removed the background of this star shape in photo room, and I was able to blur it a little. All right, not too much. I wanted the star shape to be blurred and not just not just placed on the design like that. So what I want to do is I want to erase this inner star shape. All right, the one in inside. So I'm going to click on my brush. I'm going to increase my hardness. Let me just increase my flow also. All right, so I want to click on this zoom so that I can um, see very clearly what I want to do. So I'm going to click on this zoom and I'm going to hit on my eraser tool. Yeah, you need to be careful so you don't erase the outer square shape. All right, because that's the juice we are looking for. Yes, so I'm just going to erase this. Okay, I'm going to go back, erase only that which is inside. All right, I'm going to go back. All right, so I've successfully erased this. Yes, so I want to reduce the size and I'm just going to place it somewhere here. All right, I want to place it, I'm going to also give you guys this original design so that you can use it to model your design. All right, so that you can use it to practice this tutorial. So I'm just going to place it this way. Let me increase the size. Let me rotate it. All right, so let me just leave it this way. Yes, so I'm going to copy this again, and all right, so after copying this, I'm just going to rotate. All right, I'm going to rotate. So I rotated to my angle of rotation is 71. So I'm just going to place it somewhere here like this. All right, I'm just going to place it somewhere here this way. All right, so I'm going to lock this layer. Okay, I'm also going to lock this layer. All right, so the next thing we want to do now, see how far we've gone. So I'm going to bring our image to the top. All right, because it needs to sit on anything. All right, so so I'm going to bring in the picture frame from my gallery now. All right, so this is my picture frame. I'm just going to mark this. I'm going to reduce this, and I'm going to go to my color filter. I want it to have this. Let me bring this to the top. Yeah, so I want it to have the color filter like what the one we used on our original design. So I'm going to work on my color filter. All right, let me see if I need to increase saturation. Okay, so I'm just going to increase saturation to 22 and my hue to 88. So I'm going to mark this and I'm going to rotate it this way. All right, I'm just going to rotate it this way. Yeah, I'm going to increase it like this. I'm going to rotate it like this. So my angle of rotation is minus 81. So I'm going to bring it here this way. Let me lock this layer and bring it here. All right, okay, so I want to bring the original image to the top here. So let me just leave it this way. Let me work on the hue again. Okay, let me leave it this way, 102. Let me leave the hue at 102. All right, so the next thing we want to do after bringing in our hue is that I want to add this picture, this mini picture, right? that is behind the original image. So I'm going to click on shape. To do that, I'm going to click on shape and I'm going to click on this rectangle shape. All right, I'm going to just draw it this way and mark this. So I'm going to rotate this shape this way. Yeah, I'm going to rotate it this way. Yes, something like this. And I'm going to just, I want it to be inside of this, this circle. Yes, something like this. Yes, so I'm going to leave it. Let me take it to back and see. Yes, so something like this. So after rotating it this way, so what I want to do now, I'm going to copy this shape again. I'm going to click copy again. The reason why I want to click copy again is because I want to merge the two images together so that I can add our mini image inside of this. Now I've distorted this shape, this white shape I drew, all right, by stretching it from this side. I've stretched it from here, so we might have issues when we want to put in our image as texture. So but in order to prevent that, what I'll be doing is I'm going to copy this same shape again, all right, something like this, and I'm going to reduce the size to the lowest. Yes, can you see? Reduce to the lowest. Let it be on the white shape. Then when you are done, you merge the layers. I'm going to click on my merge. All right, I'm going to merge and click OK. Yeah, so when you are done merging, now you can add your texture and your texture will not be distorted. Let me go to my texture now. All right, guys, so this is our texture. I'm just going to mark this, and let me see, or let me reduce it this way and mark it. All right, and see. Yes, can you see how it's fit in exactly the way it should be? All right, so now the next thing I want to do, let me look at our original. Okay, let me bring our original to the top. Yes, so this is the original is. All right, and this is the way the one we inserted is. All right, so let me just bring this behind the major image. So now you can see it's behind the major image. All right, you can see that it's behind. So I'm just going to lock this layer and also lock this layer this way. All right, so we've been able to achieve the mini image, the major image. So now what we want to do is to bring in this cutting. All right, okay, so I'm just going to go to my gallery and pick it from there. All right, guys, so this is the cutting I used and I'm going to mark this. So what I need to do is to change the hue of this cutting and to look like the color used on this design. All right, so that's the only thing that I need to do on this cutting. All right, so I think this is the color I used. Yes, so my hue is minus 166. Yes, so and my saturation is 5. So I'm just going to leave it like this. I'm going to mark this. Let me reuse this. I'm going to make this visible so that I can see how to rotate. So the first cutting, I'm going to rotate this way. All right, let me bring it down and see. Okay, yeah, let me increase this size. Let me increase it this way. All right, I'm still going to increase again. All right, then let me rotate this way. All right, I'm going to rotate again. All right, let me reduce the size a bit. Yes, okay. Yes, so I'm going to just leave it this way, like this. Yes, so we've gotten the first cutting. So the second cutting, I'm going to copy this same material. I guess this will be a silk now. All right, SILK. All right, so if you want to search for stuffs like this on free pick, just type in silk and you're going to get a result. Either you type in silk or you type in a cotton. All right, so I want to arrange this also. I want to arrange this. Yeah, let me rotate this way and see. Let me rotate this way. All right, and see. Okay, so this is my angle of rotation. I'm going to show you guys now. For the second silk, my angle of rotation is minus 21. All right, so I'm just going to place it this way. All right, so the angle of my rotation is minus 26. So after rotating to -26 and I've placed it here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it back behind this first silk material. All right, so yes, so when you close when you make this invisible this way, yeah, so you have this. Now at the bottom part of this silk, the lady's hand is showing, so I want to prevent it from showing. All right, so I'm going to click on the first silk we brought in, and I'm just going to move it this way. All right, yes, I'm going to move it this way. Yes, so yes, something like this. Yeah, something like this. Yes, so let's look at our original, and I'm going to bring in this is a masterpiece. Let me take it to the top. Yes, so we have this now. Yeah, so the next thing we want to do, I'm going to lock these layers, and the next thing we're going to be doing is to write in the text happy birthday and 7th of February. So I made use of I'm going to click on text. I'm going to change the color to black and black color. All right, so I'm going to click in black color. Yes, so click OK, and I'm going to write happy birthday. Yeah, so I'm going to write happy birthday and bring it this way. So I'm going to go to my font. All right, I'm going to click font, my font, and trying to see the font I used for this. Yeah, so the font I used is Against Regular. All right, Against Regular. Yes, so yeah, so I'm going to, let me break this from here. I'm going to break this like this. Yes, happy and birthday. All right, I'm going to break it this way. All right, so I'm going to reduce it this way and just fix it here like this. All right, here I just want it to be exactly where it is on our original design. Yes, so I have happy birthday here now. So I'm going to copy this text for happy birthday, and I'm going to write 7th of February. All right, 7th of February. Yes, so I'm going to bring it down this way. All right, I'm just going to increase the size a bit. Okay, and I'm going to bring it here. Yes, I just want it to be something similar to our original writing. Yes, so I'm going to reduce the size. I'm going to reduce the text size. All right, yeah, let me just leave it this way. So I'm going to reduce this text size. The text size is 33. Yes, so the last thing I want to do, I'm going to write a name, which is Gloria. Yes, so I have this Gloria. Yes, so I'm going to change this to white color. I'm going to click on white. I'm going to reduce this way, and I'm going to place it here this way. Let me increase it a bit again. All right, yeah, so yes, so I'm going to bring it down. Okay, I'm going to take it up this way. Yeah, exactly, nice. So now let me lock our original. Let me make it invisible. All right, let me track our progress. All right, so I'm making it invisible now. If you noticed at our on our original design, you're going to see that the Gloria, the name, is sitting on a background. All right, so that's what we're going to be doing now. I'm going to make this layer invisible. I'm going to create a cycle shape. Yes, so now we have a white cycle here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on color, and I'm going to enable color, and I'm going to click on this plus sign, click on my color picker tool, and I want to pick a color from here. All right, a color from here. Yes, so I'm going to mark this and click OK. Exactly, now I'm going to mark this. Now can you see? So can you see now that let me just bring this behind the curtain. All right, because it has to be behind the curtain, the silk rather. So I'm going to bring it here. So now can you now see that our Gloria Omotosho is sitting on a cycle now? So I'm just going to move the Gloria, the name, I'm going to move it to the left a bit. All right, yes, something like this. Yes, this is looking amazing. All right, so I'm going to bring this to the top and see our progress. Yes, so we've made progress so far. So the next thing we want to do is we're going to be taking exporting this, save it, and you're going to export it to the PixArt so that we can add the light effect. Now before we go to PixArt, I want to click on my main image. Now noticed that my main image is centralized. All right, make sure your image is centralized. All right, and make sure that you align your work. All right, you make sure your work is aligned. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I'm going to save this as image, and I'm going to save as ultra. I'm going to save to my gallery. So once it's saved on my gallery, we're going to the PixArt application. We're going to be adding the light effect on our design. All right, let's get to PixArt. Alright guys, so this is the PixArt application. So I've imported our design. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be clicking on add photo. I want to bring in the light effect. You are going to be getting the materials for this design. Alright, so this is the light effect. Now let me teach you guys something. Whenever you want to make use of the light effect, it has to be realistic on your design. Alright, people need to know that it has to make an impact on your design. All right, you don't just use light effect. Okay, now let me make an example. Now I'm going to go to my blend and change it to screen. Now if I put my light effect here, it's going to be very glaring. All right, it's going to be very glaring that this light is not positioned. Now you can see it's directly on her neck and it's already causing it's already giving a feel that is not nice. All right, so you need to be very, very intentional whenever you want to use your light effect, and you need to ensure that you place it at strategic areas that will make your design stand out. All right, so I'm going to be increasing this light effect. I'm not going to be placing it here. All right, so I'm going to be using my original to see the places that I made use of the light effect, and the first place is this place. Now if I place my light effect on this like this, it's still not working. All right, the reason is because at the top of this silk is looking very, very bright. The impact of the light, now the middle of the light is causing a serious impact at the top of the silk, so I can't leave it this way. I have to make sure that the middle, all right, the center of the light is out of my design, something like this. And then I'm increasing this. Can you see this? So now we can see the impact that there's a light here, but we are not seeing it's not so glaring. All right, the middle, all right, that looks like white, that looks like a white color, is not so visible on our design, and that's what you need to do whenever you are making use of the light effect. So I'm going to move out the white part of this light. All right, yes, it's screen. I'm going to move out the white part of this light. So I'm going to click here and copy, duplicate this. I'm going to bring in, I want to make use of two light effect too on this same spot. All right, so let me look at our design again. I'm going to bring in one more, click on light, duplicate. I'm going to take it here like this, yeah, something like this. So let me click on our original again. We have one light effect towards our face, our hand region. So I'm going to bring that, let me bring this here this way. I'm going to copy this again, duplicate, and place it here. All right, I'm just going to place it here like this. Yes. So let me look at the original. Yeah, so we have the light effect arranged properly. So the next thing we want to do is, now if you look at our original design, you're going to see that there's something like a light, all right, on this frame. All right, so that's the light effect. It's called a lens flare. So I want to bring in the lens flare now. All right, so I'm going to click on add photo and bring in the lens flare. All right guys, so this is what we call a lens flare. It's a powerful tool. It's a powerful tool in graphic design if you know how to use it. All right, it's very, very powerful. All right, so I'm going to just go to my blend. I'm going to make the image available also in the video description below this video. So I'm going to go to my blend and click on screen. Yes, so now you can see the reason why we used to click on screen. The reason why most times when I do my tutorial, you see whenever I use light effect, I click on screen, is because I want to remove the black shape of this light effect. And if I use my eraser tool, okay, for instance, if I click on my eraser tool and I start erasing, I'm not going to get a perfect flare. All right, so that's the reason why once you make use of your screen. All right, once you click screen, it automatically takes away the black part of your image. All right, and it blends it to the background. So that's how you make use of your light effect or your lens flare. So I'm going to rotate this way. Yes, I'm going to rotate it this way. Oh, sorry, now you can see our light images. You know, it's been distorted now. Let me just arrange that in a minute. All right, so let me just leave it here. So I'm just going to be careful so that I don't touch my light effect. So I'm going to rotate this way. Let me bring it here like this. All right, let me rotate again a little. All right, so let me bring it here this way. I'm going to rotate again. I'm going to bring it here this way like this. Yes. All right, yes, I'm just going to bring it here this way. Yes, so I'm going to go to my adjust. I'm going to click on hue. Now I remember that our lens flare is red color, so I want it to blend with the color of our design. So I'm going to click on my hue and I'm going to change the hue. Yes, exactly. I think it's 35 now. I think 35 will do a great job. Yes, 35. So I'm going to change it to 35. Yes, so I'm going to mark this. Yes, so after changing it to 35, I'm going to copy this again, duplicate. We want to have another lens flare at the bottom of our our frame, so I'm going to bring it here this way. All right, I'm going to check on my original image and see. Yes, okay, so I'm going to reduce it this way. Oh, I deleted it, so I'm going to copy another one. All right, I deleted it. Yes, so I'm going to reduce it this way and bring it here. Now you don't want your light effect to stay on your major image. You don't want it to stay on this image, so I'm going to move it out this way. Yes, something like this. Yes, so I'm just going to rotate it a little. I want it to be so aligned with our picture frame. Yes, so I'm going to reduce it this way. Let's look at this. Yes, let me bring it down this way. Yes, something like this. So I'm going to duplicate this bottom one again one more time. Yes, I'm going to rotate this way. Yes, and I'm going to take it to the top. Now remember, you don't want your light to be on your image, so I'm going to bring it here like this. I'm going to rotate something like this. Yes, I'm going to reduce like this and move it in a bit. Yes, so let's look at our original so you can see our original. All right, and yes, you can see what we just designed. Okay, so now we have our light lens flare and we have our light effect on our design. So once you are done, you are just going to mark this way. Yes, you are going to mark this way. All right guys, so this is how I created this birthday flyer in Pixellab and adding my light effects in PixArt. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for staying to the end. Please do well to share this video so that other creatives like you can learn from this video. And please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and click on the notification button so when next I drop a video, you'll be notified. All right guys, see you in my next tutorial.